Good morning! So nandito na naman tayo para sa panibagong DIY video. Let's go! For today's video, we're gonna turn this into this. So continue watching for the DIY steps on how to repaint your mags. Alright, so umpisahan muna natin sa paglilinis ng ating mags. So gumamit lang ako ng Joy, so ng Scotch-Brite, and then I scrubbed all of the grease, all of the grime away from the mags. This is a very important step because this will determine whether or not didikit yung pintura na gagamitin natin mamaya. And ito na yung tsura niya kapag tapos niyang malinis. To start this project, we're going to use a high temperature primer for the mags. For our base coat, we're going to use metallic black from Samurai. And for the top coat, we're going to use a Twinkling Clear to have that glitter effect. For this project, we're just going to paint the center spokes of the mags. So anything that we don't want to have paint on, such as yung lip nitong mags, we're gonna tape it off to prevent it from being painted over. Now, prior to this step, it would be ideal if you sand all surfaces that you're about to paint with a light grit sandpaper. I would recommend around 800 grit sandpaper para lang malagyan ng konting gaspang yung surface kung saan kakapit yung primer and then ultimately yung base coat natin. So tapusin lang natin yung ating masking and then I'll show you how it looks like after it's done. So once you've covered all of the surfaces na ayaw mo mapinturahan with tape, I recommend you also use newspaper to cover the tires for any oversprays. Ready na tayo mag-primer. So for this project, I'm going to do 3 layers of light coat primer. So we're gonna start with the first coat, very light lang. Let the coat dry for around 20 to 30 minutes every layer. Alright, done with the first coat. Very light coverage lang siya. And then we can follow through with coats number 2 and 3 after 20 minutes. After 2 to 3 coats of your primer, you have to make sure na yung corners natin, mga sulok, has been adequately covered. This is how it should look like with full coverage. So let this dry for around 20 to 30 minutes before you start applying your first layer of base coat. After around 20 minutes of curing time for the primer, we're now ready to apply our very first layer of base coat. Remember, you don't have to go heavy on the coats, right? Kasi you'll do 2 to 3 coverage or 2 to 3 layers. So eventually, you're going to have full coverage dun sa mag. So it would be safer for you to go light coats every layer. For cure time, it would be best for you to wait 10 to 15 minutes before applying your second or third coat. After 3 coats and full coverage ng ating base color, which is metallic black, it should look like this. It has silver specks on it and it's very glossy. Alright, so just wait for around 30 minutes for it to cure completely and then magta-top coat na tayo with Twinkling Clear. Alright, so as the last step, we're going to apply our Twinkling Clear top coat. So very light coats lang ulit. Around 2 to 3 layers ng ating coverage to have that protection over the base coat. Once you're done with your 3 layers of top coat, you can remove all the tape and the newspaper, and this is how it should turn out. So the flex is very visible from the metallic black and also the twinkle clear. Maganda yung kinalabasan niya. It's not dull black and it's also not just your basic black gloss. So may added effect siya. Alright, tara, kabit na natin sa auto. And we are done with another DIY video for the week. Thank you for watching the video. If you love what you see and you love DIYs like me, please like and subscribe to my channel so I can continuously upload videos like these in the future. Until our next DIY video, see ya!